kids, welcome to online classes. My name is Renuka Devi from Appa Public School. I am handling social studies for grade 4. In last class, we studied about lesson number 4, the Western Desert. What was the name of the lesson we have studied in last class? The Western Desert. What all did we learn in last class? We learnt about Western Desert. The other name of Western Desert is the Thar Desert. What is the other name of the desert? The Thar Desert. And the Thar Desert, most of the part is from the state of Rajasthan. It is most of the part of desert is from Rajasthan. And the landform has many sand storms, sand dunes and sandstorms, and it has very less water in the desert, and the desert is also very hot. Because of the scarcity of water, many people move from one place to another. Because of the scarcity of water and food, many people move from one place to another. Those peoples are called as nomads, and in Rajasthan those are called as Banjaras. Yes, and the food grains grown in the desert region are, which are the food grains? Bajra and oil seeds. And camel, which animal is in the desert place we can find? We can find camel. Camel is called ship of the desert. Camel is used to move for the goods from one place to another place. It is also used for transportation, milk, yes, and many other way. And plants grown in that region is cactus, yes, and rivers where we get underground water, those it is called as oasis. What it is called as? Oasis. Yes. Next, today we will study about lesson number 5, the Southern Plateau. Lesson number 5, Southern Plateau. The plateau is a high land. A plateau is a high land. A plateau is a high land which is almost flat at the top. The Southern Plateau is also known as Peninsula Plateau. What is it known as? Peninsula Plateau. And tableland, it looks like a tableland. In this picture you can see this look like a tableland. And the Southern Plateau is also in triangular in shape. It is triangular in shape. It stretches from central part of India to the southern tip of Southern Plateau. Means from here to the southern tip of the plateau. Southern Plateau is rocky and wide in the north. Here it is rocky and wide in the north and narrow down in the south. And narrow down in the south. The plateau is outlined by Western Ghats. Here is the Western Ghats. You can see here. Here is a Western Ghats to the west and Eastern Ghats in the east. You can see here Eastern Ghats in the east. And it is bordered by Aravalli range. Here is Aravalli range. You can see here. Here is Aravali range and here is a Nilgiri hills in the south. The rivers in the southern plateau. The rivers in southern plateau are mainly rain-fed rivers. Which type of rivers? Rain-fed. Rain-fed means what? The river that is filled by a rain. Filled through a rain. And in summer, that rivers are become dry. No water in that river in the summer. The rivers in the southern plateau are rain fed. The river that drain in Bay of Bengal are Mahanadi, Godavari, see here it drain into Bay of Bengal, Krishna, see, and Kaveri. These are the rivers that drain into Bay of Bengal. Next, the river that drain into Arabian Sea are Narmada and Tapi. These are the river that Tapi. These are the river that drain into Arabian Sea. Which are the rivers that drain into Bay of Bengal? Those are, which are the rivers? Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna, Kaveri. Yes, the rivers that drain into Bay of Bengal are Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna, Kaveri. And the river that drain into the Arabian Sea are Narmada, Tapi. These are the river that drain into Arabian Sea. Next, moving on to next part. The southern plateau extends from the Aravali hills in the west. Aravali hills in the west. Here is Aravali hills. You can see here Aravali hills in the west. Rajmal hills to the east. Here comes the Rajmal hills here and Cardamom hills here. Here is Cardamom hills here. To the south, Aravali hills in the west and Rajmal hills in the east and Cardamom hills in the south. The southern plateau is divided into two unequal parts by river Narmada. See here. Here is river Narmada. It is divided into two unequal parts. Which are those? From where to where? From, see here, the northern part is, one is the central highland. Here to the north is central highland and to the south is the Deccan plateau. The central highland is further divided into two parts. Which are those? One is Malwa plateau and the other is Chota Nagpur plateau. Here is Malwa plateau and here is Chota Nagpur plateau. The central highland is further divided into two parts. Which are those two parts? Malwa plateau and Chota Nagpur plateau. Yes, moving on to next. Malwa plateau. Malwa plateau is in the northwest. It is here. Malwa plateau is in the northwest of the central highland. Malwa plateau is in the northwest of the central highland. Malwa plateau is of the volcanic origin. See here. Yes, it is drained by river Chambal and Betwa. The Malwa Plateau is drained by the river Chambal and Betwa. It is bordered by Aravali Hills and Vindhya Range. It is bordered by Aravali Range and Aravali Hills and Vindhya Range. It includes parts of Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh. Here, it includes parts of Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh. Malwa Plateau has black soil and it grows cotton and oilseed. In this picture you can see here, this is cotton and oilseeds. Next, moving on to Chota Nagpur Plateau. Chota Nagpur Plateau is in the northeast part of the Central Highland. Yes, Chota Nagpur Plateau is to the northeast part of the Central Highland. I showed you in last slide. It is bordered by Satpur Range in the northwest and drained by river Damodar. The Chota Nagpur Plateau is also known as Mineral Belt of India. Chota Nagpur Plateau is also known as Mineral Belt of India. This part is very rich in minerals like you can see here iron, yes, mica, manganese and coal. Some of India's major coal mines like Raniganj in the West Bengal and Dhanbad, Jharia in Jharkhand, Giridih in Bihar, which are some of the major gold mines. Raniganj in West Bengal, Dhanbad and Jharia in Jharkhand and Giridih in Bihar. These are the major coal mines. The Chota Nagpur Plateau is also very rich in forest wealth. Next, moving on to Deccan Plateau. See here, you can see here Vindhyas and Satpur. Yes. Next, Deccan Plateau covers a large part of, largest part of Southern Plateau. Deccan Plateau covers a largest part of Southern Plateau. It is surrounded by Eastern Ghats and Western Ghats. See here, it is surrounded by Western Ghats in the west and Eastern Ghats in the east. Up to the southern tip here, up to the southern tip of peninsula. Deccan Plateau is mostly contains black soil. Deccan Plateau contains black soil and which is good for growing cotton, sugarcane, yes, and many other seeds and fruits, vegetables. Rivers of Deccan Plateau. Most of the rivers in Deccan Plateau are seasonal. Most of the rivers in Deccan Plateau are seasonal. They are rain fed. What are they? They are rain fed and dry during summer. They are, most of the river in Deccan Plateau are rain fed and seasonal. They are seasonal and rain fed and they are dry during summer. Rivers like, which are the rivers? Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna, Narmada, Tapi flow through Deccan Plateau. See here, Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna, Kaveri, Tapi and Narmada flow through Deccan plateau. Here is river Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna, Kaveri, Tapi and Narmada flow through Deccan Plateau. River Godavari is one of the most sacred river. River Godavari is one of the most sacred river in southern plateau. The river of Deccan Plateau forms number of waterfalls. Number of waterfalls. Jog Fall is one of on the river Sharavati. Jog Fall is on the river Sharavati is the highest waterfall in India. In this picture you can see this. Yes, this is waterfalls that is on the river Sharavati. The Mattur Dam. Here is Mattur Dam. You can see here this one. This is Mattur Dam on the river Kaveri. Where it is? On the river Kaveri. The Nagarjun Dam on the river Krishna. And Nagarjun Dam on river Krishna and Hirakund Dam on the river Mahanadi are famous dams. Which are the river? River Mettur Dam on the river Kaveri, the Nagarjun Dam on the river Krishna and Hirakund Dam on the river Mahanadi are the famous dams. The Deccan Plateau is very rich in minerals. The Deccan Plateau is very rich in minerals like iron, gold, mica, and the plateau is sometimes called as storehouse of mineral. The Deccan Plateau is very rich in minerals, so sometimes it is also called as storehouse of minerals. The Kolar gold mine and Hatti gold mine in this plateau are in Karnataka. Kolar gold mine and Hatti gold mine in this plateau are in Karnataka. The Deccan Plateau has beautiful hill stations like Kodaikanal, Ooty. You can see here Kodaikanal and Ooty. Okay, these are the two hill stations. So, we will discuss more in part 2. Thank you.